Hello, everyone, and welcome to Pink Ocean Tarot. I'm Kelly, and I'm going to do a general collective reading today. This is going to be a timeless reading, so whenever it finds you is when you are supposed to find it. Today I'm starting with the Dreamy Moons Tarot. Oh, here we go. And we're off. All right, general energy. 2 of crystals in this deck. Crystals of swords. 2 of swords. Crossroads. Decision A or decision B? At a crossroads. Very important. So the 2 of swords, the woman here, she's wearing a blindfold. So this has always signified to me that this is a very definitive choice. Once we make it and venture down one path instead of the other, it's going to be very difficult to change our minds and revert back down the other path. But it's also an incredibly difficult crossroads to be at, a difficult decision to make. We're wearing a blindfold. How are we supposed to decide if we don't know where we're going? If we can't see? If we can't see the steps in front of us, it can be tremendously difficult. It really does sort of require a leap of faith. So I wonder what this could be about. Spirit, can I have some more cards, please? What is this 2 of Swords about? Why the 2 of Swords? What else do we have today, please, Spirit? Oh, the Chariot. Very nice. This is a definitive move forward. Fast-moving action. We've got the yin and yang symbol there, symbolic of very balanced, divine masculine, divine feminine energy. Not about gender, of course. Oh. All right, Emperor energy here. Oh. All right, and Queen of Cups. Okay. I'm told Emperor goes on the left. All right. Masculine energy and Queen of Cups here. So Queen of Cups could be symbolic of feminine energy. All right. The 6 of Cups came out here as well. Now this is a brand new deck, so the cards are very sticky. They are coming out with cards stuck to the back. So I am just taking the top ones and I'm popping the bottom ones back into the deck for now. If they want to be seen, they'll pop out again. So the 6 of Cups is here. 6 of Cups is a incredibly nostalgic energy. Inner child, inner children. Passing the cup from one to the other. I see you. I see you, my innermost self. This could be talking about the love we have for ourselves in our very balanced feminine energy. This could also be twin flames. Doesn't have to be, but Six of Cups carries a lot of twin flame energy. As we recognize the innermost, deepest, truest parts of ourselves within the other soul, our twin soul, our mirror soul, our twin. I mean, it's early, but I'm wondering if our crossroads here is a choice. Here we have an emperor. Possibly the emperor is making a choice. Okay. Sticky. I'm not even looking at what's stuck to it. 8 of Swords. I'm not at all surprised to see this. 8 of Swords. Self-imposed prison. We have put ourselves there. And we're not even trapped. We can exit anytime we like. It's not a fully enclosed circle here. There's a nice big gap at the end. The bonds are only loosely tied. We can wriggle out of there anytime we like. We sort of just have to maybe scooch the blindfold off. And of course, what do we have up here? Blindfold. So what do we need to walk away from here? I mean, Queen of Cups. She has this lovely regal energy sitting on her throne with the lotus flower in one hand, her cup in the other, her cup being the only cup at the tarot with a closed-in lid, keeping those emotions, don't want to say nice and contained, but she's got those emotions in check. She's got them very balanced. But very loving, very nurturing energy. This is painting a very interesting picture. I mean, the Chariot is here. The Chariot is fast action forward movement. And it's being ready. It's you only get to the Chariot once you've exited this 8 of Swords energy. I mean, maybe the Chariot is direction A. Maybe the 8 of Swords is direction B. Maybe it's remaining stuck. One path leads to remaining stuck. One path leads to a great surge of action forward. I mean, I know which crossroads path I'd rather take. Okay. Let's stick these as we go. Oh my gosh, so sticky. All right, there we go. 2 of Pentacles. Stars is Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles. Where does this want to go? Let's pop it here. Yeah. All right. 2 of Pentacles is Earth energy. Very balanced. We have the infinity symbol above the head, symbolizing longevity, eternity, infinity. The loop, red thread, twins. With the two stars. I've always enjoyed this card. She's making this balancing look absolutely effortless. But anyone who's tried yoga, Pilates, any form of stretching knows that that is not effortless. That's a great deal of skill involved there. And, oh yes, all right, 10 of Pentacles is here. 10 of Pentacles. Generational wealth, abundance. What do we want for our life? What do we want to pass down to future generations? We've got man and wife, or mum, dad, couple. We don't have to gender it. Kids, a girl, a boy, a dog, symbolizing family. The tree, of course, the tree is symbolic of great abundance. But I mean, Ten of Pentacles talks about all sorts of love, not just romantic. What else do we want for our life? What if we could have, if we could work towards anything? What would we? What would we be working towards? I'd love to know more what this Two of Swords is about. Oh. The High Priestess wants to come up here next to the Two. Beautiful, beautiful High Priestess. High Priestess, I always talk about is our intuitive knowing, is our sort of higher self, feminine, divine feminine energy. She won't steer us wrong. She knows where we're supposed to be going. And look, she's holding this lovely orb. Oh, okay. Hold that thought. The devil. The devil has made an appearance. That's all right. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. We're saying the High Priestess. She's holding that lovely orb there. Down near her belly. The sacral. The seat of intuition. What does your intuition tell you when you shut out all the noise, when you shut out all of this, and you just be? Maybe this is where the blindfolds come in, right? It's much easier to tap in here when the blindfolds are on, because the world has gone quiet, and we can sit with ourselves and really listen. What is the High Priestess trying to tell us? What is our intuition trying to tell us? What is our body trying to tell us? What are we trying to tell ourselves? Because really, we are our best compass, our own internal guidance system. We know, right? But it's about listening. It's about shutting out all the noise. Wow. Okay. Seven of Wands is here. I might just have to scooch this up to get us in frame. Seven of Wands. Who is this? Okay, well, I better talk about the devil, since the devil's here. The devil. Change. Change is needed. But, you know, we're quite comfortable here, aren't we? The devil could be protecting us. We don't need to change. The devil speaks to our subconscious fears. It speaks to temptation. It speaks to, I guess, knowing things need to change, but struggling to find the courage to do it. It's much easier and much more comfortable to stay where we are. Change is scary. Our shadows, misguidance, restriction, illusions and misconceptions. I mean, just like we're in the illusion here of being trapped and blindfolded and tied up. It's actually all just an illusion. We can exit this prison anytime we like. I'm not surprised to see the devil here, actually. It can speak to unhealthy relationships, negative habits, negative thought patterns. The devil gives us the opportunity to bring those to the forefront and actually do something about it. With the Seven of Wands, this is a card about fighting for something or someone, fighting for a connection, fighting for truth, fighting for fairness. This warrior is willing to do battle here with these other six, standing up for what we believe in, standing up for what is right. What else? What else is the Seven of Wands? Perseverance, challenge, a little bit of indecision. Indecision here with our crossroads card. The Seven of Wands talks to challenges, perseverance, indecision up here with our crossroads card, of course. Feeling challenged by others. Nothing that can't be overcome with faith in yourself, perseverance. But sort of willing to fight for our beliefs, our goals, our dreams, taking a chance on something, being willing to stand up and fight for it against the other six here. I'm going to need a little bit more information. But the 2 is good, right? The 2 is feeling very balanced and very grounded. Six of Wands, victory card. So whatever it is, here we are standing victorious up the top of the mountain here, holding up 2 wands in victory. Feeling like this is our emperor here, our masculine, divine masculine energy, and this is his Queen of Cups over here. Romantic interest being cups. Maybe he's feeling trapped. Maybe he's feeling like he wants to give this cup to this queen, brimming over with flowers. Like I say, this can represent divine counterparts, seeing ourselves within the other, and this is handing the cup over, going, "I see you, you are me, you are me, and I am you." Very nostalgic. You and this person might have known each other when you were younger as well. Doesn't have to be. But I'm really feeling like with the Emperor and the Queen of Cups, this is possibly about a romance. Wanting to rush forward here, but feeling a bit trapped, feeling hesitant, knowing there's still some work to do here with the Devil. But seeing down here with the 10, we can see the goal. We can see what we want, and where we want to get to. Oh, all right. King of Cups is here too. King of Cups is very calm, even with the ocean, even with the ocean waves at his feet. But look, King and Queen, counterparts here. Definitely counterparts. Okay. I wonder if I wasn't expecting this many. Let's just scooch them over a little bit. See if we can get some more in frame here. Oh. I feel like normally I would be a little bit more organized than this, but that's all right. That is okay. That is fine. Let's go here with our balanced victory here with King of Cups. Goodness me. Tell me more, Spirit. This king wants his queen. So it's very simple, right? Or it should be. Why is it overcomplicated? Why are we in a self-imposed prison? Is it because we don't want to do our work? Is it? Are we afraid? Are we afraid of doing the work? Perhaps. But I mean, the Emperor is here. The Emperor's great energy. The Emperor is where we should strive to be. Like, usually the Emperor is sort of where we end up after we embody all four kings. The Emperor is certainly a man who knows what he wants. A masculine energy who knows what he wants. Feeling like there's more here with the Dreamy Moons, so I won't swap decks just yet. Oh. Did something just flip over? I want to say something just flipped over in the deck, but where is it? Where is it? I can't see it. Normally, it would catch my eye as I continue shuffling. Oh, okay, but there we go. Ace of Pentacles is here. Ace of Stars. Fabulous energy. Just going to have a little quick look here, make sure that nothing sort of flipped out. Oh, it did! It did! 5 of Wands. Oh. Okay. Wow, that's interesting. That's interesting energy indeed. I'm going to go to the Ace of Pentacles first and just consult the book. Ace of Pentacles talks to green light up here with the Chariot energy. Green for go. New beginnings. The beginnings of manifestation. Material abundance, because it's earth energy, it's pentacles. This could be a job opportunity. Are we at a crossroads about a job opportunity? Perhaps having to move cities, I'm hearing, move towns. Five of Wands, though. Okay, this wants to come up here. This is obviously down the other crossroads. Five of Wands is the negative opinions of others. Gossip. What will people think? This is definitely a major crossroads for someone's life. Feeling very much like if we take the path that our intuition here is telling us to go down, it's not the path, like, I feel like one path is talking about green light, go, material abundance, a new job, a new opportunity. Um, but maybe it's taking us away from a family unit here with the 10 of Pentacles. And then, well, no, because we should be keeping the family together, right? What is everyone going to think if I just pack up and leave? With the 2, though, she's balancing very precariously there. She has to remain steady or she's going to fall and drop those 2 pentacles. There's no need to rush into this decision, but perhaps, we want to rush with the Chariot. I'm hearing work-life balance now with this 2 of Pentacles. Managing competing priorities. But then I definitely feel there's a romance factor in here as well. Are we looking at starting over in life? Are we exiting a marriage, exiting an unhappy home life with the Devil? The Devil can also allude to unhealthy situations, unhealthy home lives, unhealthy marriages, unhealthy relationships. But maybe there's children involved. Again, here with the 10, I keep being drawn back down to the 10. Perhaps we want to exit one and go towards the other with the crossroads card, but we can't because we feel trapped with the 8 of Swords. But our intuition with the High Priestess is fighting us. All right, look, I've just had a whole bunch pop out. What have we got? Oh, okay. Oh, yes. All right. Makes sense. I do want all of them, even though these are in sequence. They're here for a reason. We have the 4 of Pentacles, the 5 of Pentacles, and Justice. So, Justice, our scales of truth and justice and clarity, and it's Judgment Day. It's Judgment Day. Truth and clarity with the sword. Doing what is right, making the true and just decision with the Duffs up there too. We've got the 5 and the 4. Well, the 4 of Pentacles, that talks about feeling financially burdened, financially trapped. It's sort of a lack mentality card. Like worried that we have nothing. We're running out of money. We don't have enough. We have to overcompensate, to work harder, to get more. We must have more because we're going to run out. We're going to... It's a fear. It's a fear card. But look, we're so exhausted with the 5. The 5 is the energy of just, I can't keep going. It's the energy of burnout. It's the energy of wanting to just lie down on the cave floor and stay there and not getting back up. Like, not until after I've had a rest. It's these 2 cards together. I'm feeling like I just can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. Look, this cave is so dark. I feel exhausted just looking at this. Like, I feel this terrible energy of just complete and utter burnout. And with all of these pentacles, I can't ignore it. It's definitely material wealth, material life, finances, home, car, job. Trying to balance all of this. Look, we're trying to balance this on our head. But we're chained to it as well with the feet here. We're shackled to it. What would it feel like to just put this pentacle down and walk away from it all. Going towards this new opportunity here. But feeling trapped, feeling burnt out. It's all just too much. What's everyone going to think if I move towards this green light that I want to go towards? What's everybody going to think? I'm feeling so much pressure with these cards. Like, the weight of it all, it feels absolutely crushing. And with Justice here, I feel very much that this Emperor wants to do the right thing. But what is the right thing? How do we know? We don't know. We're blindfolded here, and we're blindfolded here. We're seeking some truth and we're seeking some clarity. We're seeking some direction. What is the way to go here? Is it choice A or choice B? This is heavy. This is absolutely heavy stuff. I mean, this could be you, the viewer. This could be someone in your life. This could be the person you're connected to. No. Wow. The King and Queen of Swords just both popped out here. I know I meant to only be taking off the top, but both. I'm being told both. Again, counterparts. King and Queen. Air energy. Swords. Crystals or swords. Truth and clarity. Again, Justice card. It's repeating messages. The King of Swords, very logical. And the Queen, that's the energy of truth. I feel like at the end of the day, the decision doesn't even matter if we're not in the energy of truth. That is the most important, and that's going to help bring clarity so that we can have justice here. I'm just getting truth. Truth is the most important here. Truth and clarity. The King, very intellectual, very strong-minded. Inner strength, wisdom. Maybe this Emperor is got a father figure, someone in their life they're going to ask for advice, perhaps. Logical, and calls you to be firm in your decision making. Don't let here we go. Don't let other people's opinions sway you off your path. Use logic and intellect to navigate the way ahead. Cuts straight to the point, does the King of Swords. Whereas the Queen, she's an independent, a very independent sort of energy. Very, very strong boundaries, clear boundaries, which is very, very important energy to be in. Unbiased in her she is unbiased in her judgment, and she cuts right to the heart of the matter. She sees through the lies and the superficiality. She sees right through to the heart and soul of someone with deep intelligence. Not quick to show her emotions, though. She's lived a very hard life with lots of emotional challenges, a painful past. You have to really earn her trust. But she calls on you to seek the truth and establish clear boundaries. I'm feeling very much like this reading has the energy of someone walking away. Perhaps it's not a crossroads, a choice between two I mean, it is a choice between two things, but maybe it's not as cut and dry as all that. Maybe we chose one path and now it's just too heavy, and perhaps we made the wrong choice. Maybe we've changed our mind. Maybe we want to go the other way. And I feel like it's someone, I feel like this masculine energy is coming towards you from this other path, and they've dragged themselves backwards. I'm getting this imagery of the shackles here with the feet. They've dragged themselves all the way back to the crossroads, to the point of decision, and gone, no, I made the wrong one. I need to go down the other one. But of course, it's so much harder now. It's so hard to undo the choices you've made. So I feel like if you are on this other path and this emperor wants to join you there, I feel like whatever this life is that they're coming from, with all of this heavy energy, yes, they may come in all valiantly here, wanting to fight for it and wanting to have this victory, but I think it's important to have very, very strong boundaries first, while we seek out the truth of the matter and the clarity, right? Yeah. Mm, okay. What else? What else have we got? I mean, I feel like the fact that this masculine is in the emperor energy that came out right at the start, I feel like that's positive. That's a good thing. The emperor is very strong. He knows what he wants. So I think the intention is good. Whatever the scenario is, I feel like the intentions are good. There's not. I'm not picking up a lot of deceit or betrayal type of energy from the masculine, so that's good. Um, but with the Justice card and the King and Queen of Swords, it's the impulse with the Chariot there will be to rush this forward, but I feel like no, no, that's not the best of ideas. Okay. Oh yes, there it is. The lovers. The lovers is here. Yep, the lovers. So that's what this is all about. It took them long enough to get here. Oh, I meant my spirit team, but I mean, that's definitely resonant for someone. It took you long enough. What took you so long? Um, hey stranger, is what I'm getting. So the lovers is a choice. Obviously about romantic love, but it is the choice. It is the choice we make. It is I choose you. It's oh. I don't even know what to say. I'm speechless. It's very clear now. This divine masculine he has a divine feminine on the other crossroad. Maybe he didn't pick her. May the opinions of others, right? But I'm hearing obligation. I've stayed out of obligation. Children are likely involved with this, I feel. And with all the pentacles, finances, money, it's this is anyone who's been through a divorce or left a long-term relationship. You know, it's not easy. You could have spent years with this other in this other partnership, right? Built a home, a house, cars, money, businesses. Maybe they work together. It's you build up this financial empire, and then to undo all of that, drag yourself back to the point of decision and go, hang on, I want to make the other choice. I want to see what's down the other road. Yeah. And this is why the strong boundaries is coming up. The temptation is so great here. This particular card is very reminiscent of Adam and Eve, right? And we've got the snake and the apple. Temptation, right? The temptation is there to just fall into each other's arms and go, oh my gosh, you're finally here. Why did it take you this long? But with the devil, remember we had the devil card here. Has this person changed? Are they being truthful with justice, truth, clarity? I think we need some more cards. I'm going to get out the Tarot of Mystical Moments here. All right, tell me about the lovers, please. Tell me about the lovers. It's here again. It's here again. I can't make this up. Six of Cups. This is definitely a divine counterpart connection. Children definitely involved here. Look, look at balloons, balloons, and the young child here, just gazing down. I mean, this particular card is more reminiscent of she's likely gazing down here at her younger self, but I'm just feeling strongly children are important to this connection. Oh, cards flying everywhere. I feel like this has been, and with a sense of nostalgia as well with the Six of Cups, I feel like this has been a really really long time since you might have talked to each other or seen each other for sure, but also I'm picking up on a lot of no contact, zero contact. While I'm shuffling here, I'm looking down here at this Five of Pentacles, and I just want to, I feel it's really important for me to say that if you're on the other side of this, and you're on the other side of the crossroads, right, and you're waiting, perhaps with the High Priestess. Oh, the Emperor is here again. With the High Priestess, your intuition tells you that this person is coming. It is important not to wait, not to put life on hold. When I talk about waiting, like, you know, this is burnout energy, and maybe you're feeling totally burnt out from this connection. It's been such a long time. That's what I keep hearing. It's such a long time. Ugh. It's just repeating itself. Look at this. Eight of Swords, self-imposed prison is here again. Cage is open. The angel can pop out anytime they want to. Four of Pentacles. Again, look, this was right here. This was here next to the five. I'm going to put it here. Financial. This one, look. So we've got a very, very well-dressed lady. In fact, I might hold this up a little bit closer to the camera. You've got a well-dressed lady. Look, but she's trapped behind a gilded fence here. This fence, I'm going to hold it right up here. Look, the fence has padlocks on it. Padlocks. She's trapped in there. The house in the background, look, that's in her dress. The house, she's trapped by the weight, the financial weight. The house, the padlocks, she's absolutely trapped. Tower. Boom. It's got to come down. Look. Valiant effort trying to hold that tower together. Look, like, we're trying to so desperately stop that from coming down, but there's nothing we can do. It's just going to be a pile of rubble. But it needs to come down. Look at the giant crack there in the foundation. Oh, okay. Cracks. This is very important. Okay. This crack, this was already here. Okay, this was long established, well before you did not cause this crack. Okay, I want to be very clear. This was already here. This was waiting to happen. You're not a homewrecker. That's for somebody. I want to just make this really loud and clear, okay? With these counterpart soul connections, we don't choose who we love. And especially, this is feeling very twin flamey. You might resonate with twin flames, okay? We're put in these situations to encourage us to grow as people, right? And we go into separation and we do our growth away from each other. And we end up in karmic relationships so that we can learn these lessons, and then once we've healed them, if we do our devil and we heal our stuff, and we possibly, drag ourselves back by the ball and chain back to that decision point and go, no, come back. I want to try this. I made the wrong choice. I was wrong. Being in these third-party scenarios, it's not fun for anyone, and we don't choose this. And there's no judgment. There's no judgment here in this channel. I'm not condoning cheating. If you are married or in a long-term relationship, you have a family, you have children, children need happy, healthy parents. We can't be a parent when we are not happy in ourselves and our life. Staying together for the kids is not the thing to do. If you are having romantic feelings for someone else, no, I'm not talking about cheating. You exit this relationship, even though it's so hard. Look, you exit anytime you want. It's open, right? Take yourself out of it. But these situations are hard enough. We don't need other people's judgment, okay? People in these scenarios need help and guidance too. This is heavy. I can't believe we're getting the same energy coming out. Well, I can't believe it. It always amazes me. The cards don't lie. This is obviously really important to emphasize and reiterate if the same cards are coming out from both decks. What do we have here? Oh, okay, King of Swords. Oh, this is beautiful. This deck, the Tarot of Mystical Moments, this has 2 kings of each suit. A masculine energy and a feminine energy. This is the feminine king. Beautiful. This card is absolutely gorgeous. So again, King of Swords. Logic. Follow the logic. I'm hearing, look, Cinderella, follow the thread. I'm getting Cinderella vibes of this card. The lights will guide you. Just follow the little twinkling lights. There's also a feminine emperor. This is actually the feminine emperor, now that I look at it. Maybe because they're the feminine versions of the cards. Maybe I will look them up just to see if there's anything different from the traditional king and emperor cards. We'll just see what else wants to come out before I look at the book. Oh. How peculiar. This is the masculine king. He's here as well. Two King of Swords. Wow. And, King of Swords was here with the Dreamy Moons as well. This is... Wow. This is such a lot of, obviously, King of Swords energy. It's everywhere. I'm hearing, oh, where is that from? You don't understand, you've got to know the truth, why don't you believe me? Is it from, Anastasia? Yeah. Yeah, I'm totally getting Anastasia flashbacks. They're at the ballet, Anya's there, Dimitri's there, and she's just overheard the whole con artist thing, and then she slaps him, and he's like, no, Anya, and he's trying to chase her and grab her and reach her and go after her, and she stormed off down the hallway, and he's like, Anya, you've got to know the truth, Yeah, you've got to know the truth. Why don't you believe it? Like, you've got to know the truth. This is what I'm getting so very clearly. You've got to know the truth. And that certainly tracks with all this King of Swords energy. So maybe you don't know the truth. Well, not maybe. I mean, you obviously, you don't know the truth. You don't know the whole truth to this story. I'm hearing you know the truth of the story that you've told yourself. You know the version you've told yourself. The version to make it make sense. I think oftentimes in these scenarios, it's very easy for us to try to fill in the gaps with logic, right? Why did they act this way? Why did this happen? Why couldn't they just tell me the truth? Why couldn't they come clean? Why was it so hard for them? Just tell me the truth. And they may not have done that, and you may have a lot of questions. And the only way to be able to move forward is to try to put some kind of answer in, and you may not be able to ask them directly, so you just fill in the blanks with your own truth. You sew the pulls on the dress, you sew them yourself to close them over. It's a way of I want to say it's a way of healing, but really it's just a way of bypassing. But it's not your fault. There's nothing at all wrong with wanting to get some sense of closure, even if it's a story you've told yourself. Sometimes that's the best we can do. It's the best we can do with what we've got. I'm going to look up these King of Swords here. We'll go with the masculine first. Again, intellectual prowess, quick learner, problem solver, insightness, mental adeptness, ethics. This is a Japanese samurai. Well-respected authority figure, master using the sword, representing intellectual power. He can be confronted with any problem and manages to keep a clear, logical mind. This bird's eye reflects his ability to react quickly and intuitively. Blue everywhere on this card, representing his knowledge. Blue in the background here of the feminine card as well, up in the sky. And she's holding a needle. This needle is so sharp, she can pluck the shining stars from the universe and sew them onto her sparkling dress. Her crown demonstrates that she possesses stellar gifts of intellectual power and mental clarity, and has the authority that compels people to listen to her, and she sees the truth in all matters. The stars here symbolize the infinite knowledge that exists in the universe. Wow. And again, feminine emperor is here as well. I suppose we should look that up, just in case there's another... Oh, alternate perspective is what I'm hearing. Alternate perspective. So this version of the emperor has an impressive woman standing in front of a huge palace. The castle's structure represents the emperor's legitimate claim to sovereign power. She's a major authority with a strong will. Her long braids symbolize experience and intelligence. She is protecting all her subjects there on the ground. Very little people. Authority, leadership, experience, confidence, structure. These are the stories we tell ourselves, is what I'm hearing. Like, interesting, I'm hearing that these people down here, they feel like they're being protected, but in the same vein, this emperor is holding their strings to control them like puppets, marionettes. But they're feeling very safe. Oh dear. Okay. What else, please? What else do we need to know about this situation? The cards are not behaving. They are sort of flying out everywhere. No. Nope, I don't want any of those. They are slippery. They are slippery, slippery. Come on, please. What else can you tell us about the lovers? What else can you tell us about the lovers and this choice, please? Queen of Pentacles. So, very nurturing, mothering, feminine energy. Very connected to Earth. I'm feeling like he sees you as a mother figure, or that you would make an excellent mother figure. Sees you as very nurturing and loving. Uh, the moon, so subconscious fears and doubts. And as we work through them, they can illuminate the path forward. Is it a fox or a raccoon here? Like howling at the moon, baying at the moon? But we've got these tentacles as well. So those tentacles are, of course, representing the subconscious fears. All right, I had to pause there for a moment. My cat launched himself up onto the table and shuffled all the cards around there for a slight minute, so everything's a little bit wonky. I had to rescue the tarot from my big tuxedo, but that's all right. We are back. So, um, black cats, black and white cats could be significant for somebody. Temperance. So, temperance is about finding balance and peace and equanimity, equilibrium, that inner peace within ourselves. Integration, integrating the lessons, integrating the truth and the clarity is what I'm hearing. Harmony. She's looking very pure there in her white gossamer dress with the doves. And she almost looks like she's underwater as well, which would make sense with the temperance card. The Eight of Wands here, so action. Fast moving action, similar to the Chariot, go time, green light, communication, usually, changes in the air with all of these umbrellas and the propelling of the movement here with the nice upside down balloon skirt. Yeah. This could mean that this emperor is finally ready to talk. I mean, communication is important. Nothing's going to move anywhere without a little bit of communication. And the eight can also talk about movement after a struggle. Again, with the tower, um, moving out of the struggle, moving into balance with temperance, balance and harmony, moving out of this, out of the moon and the tower, out of into this nice nurturing energy, the balance. Yeah, I mean, this is nice. This is lovely. Oh, so I can't make this up. Look, again, this is the devil. Look, right here, the devil, the devil. I'm just repeating myself at this point. Again, look, temptation with the cherries. Um, cherries are sweet and sumptuous and delicious. Um, lulling us into this false sense of security, and then before we know it, oh, look at this, we've spun ourselves into the spider's web, and there's a big darn spider just waiting there in the wings ready to eat us. um Illusions, temptations, shadow. What do we need to work on here? What do we need to change to get out of this and here up into temperance? Oh dear. What else? What else can you tell us about the lovers and the choice, the crossroads? Judgment! Again! Judgment! Oh, the cards are just repeating themselves. It's Judgment Day with this very large trumpet. I'm ready for the truth, she says. I'm ready to hear it. I'm ready to listen, is the type of energy I'm feeling with this version of the Judgment card. Because whatever we're saying through that very large trumpet, you know, we have to be open to it. We have to be ready to listen. Although I feel like with a trumpet that size, that message is going to come through loud and clear, whether we are ready to hear it or not. Maybe that's this communication coming in. What is happening? Look at this. Look at it. Gosh, the lovers. The lovers are here. Again, the lovers. Oh, I love this deck so much. Look, I have to hold this up. This is a bird. This is a bird wearing a top hat and a girl. What's the quote from Ever After? And it's with Leonardo da Vinci. A bird may love a fish, signore, but where will they live? There's a card very similar, the Ten of Cups. I wonder if it will come out. That has a mermaid and an octopus, I think, under the waves. It's very similar. Yeah, coming from two different worlds. Where are they going to live? She's here on this earth and he's flying. He's lives up in the trees. He's a bird. Where are they going to live? But it's the choice they make. It's the choice they make to stay together. They choose each other. And the butterflies are there. I can't get over this. The cards are all the same. It's remarkable. I've never seen this before. King of Pentacles is here. Knight of Cups. Makes sense for the Knight of Cups to be here as well. Wheel of Fortune. Cycles. Cycles coming to a close. New cycles beginning. It's time, I'm hearing. It's time. The time is now. King of Pentacles. Financial abundance. I feel like I'm just repeating the same messages over and over again. This masculine could have been very career focused. Focused on wealth, on job, on home life, on building an empire. Yes, Caesar. Look, I don't know if you can see on the coin. I don't think I can get that in focus. The coin literally says Caesar, like Julius Caesar. Building an empire, Roman Empire. And this is what he's got to walk away from to choose the lovers, right? Knight of Cups. Feeling nostalgic, romantic, wanting to move forward here with this romantic energy. Cycles. Here, look, all these cogwheels are turning, right? And here's the one connected to the heart. All the gears have got to turn in unison. There can't be any missing pieces, or none of them will work. They all have to work together. You are my missing piece, is what I just heard from someone. You are my missing piece. You are my heart. Whew. I feel like there's a tiny bit more out of the stick. I'm feeling it. There's something else in here. Maybe we can ask about intentions. What is this masculine's intentions towards this crossroads decision? Knight of Pentacles. So it's been very slow. This is I always call this the Knight of Molasses, the Pentacles Knight. So slow. It feels like an eternity. It wants to sit up here. You know, it's standing still, right? there's not even any movement. It's completely standing still, solitary. Whereas, you know, this knight here is floating along on the lotus flower, effortlessly drifting. That horse is at a complete stop. Determined, but completely slow. Yes. 10 of Wands. It's too heavy, right? It's just too heavy. What do we need to put down? What do we need to release? We're gonna collapse here under the weight. It's I mean, the determination is there, the courage, right? But it's too heavy. Gotta stop and rest and release. Gotta release some of that. Speaking of, King of Cups is here. I'm not at all surprised. Twice. Look, I'll put him over here with the other King of Cups. Yeah, you can come down here. What do we need to release? What do we need to release with the Nine of Swords? You've got to, you know, this is a bit different on this card. It's eyes, but, you know, this card's a little unnerving, right? Like, oh, you gotta release each of the swords, and you've got to do it in order. You've got to pull them out one at a time until they're all gone. Like, you've got to put it down. This card can talk about anxiety as well. Sleepless nights, restlessness. Yeah, what is keeping you up at night? Look at all these eyes open. They're just staring. Yeah, restless, anxiety. What do you have to release? What do you, with the Eight of Cups here, what are you walking away from that no longer serves? Often this can speak to walking away from a relationship that no longer serves, a situation, a home life. Again, it's repetitive messaging. Maybe we need to repeat it a few more times, a bit louder for those in the back. Like, maybe this masculine needs a little bit more of a push. But look, there's so much, like, turbulence on this King of Cups. Look, we've got this raging ocean, but he's holding the boat steady. He's holding steady in the eye of the storm, is what I'm hearing. He knows what he wants. Maybe he's just not sure how to get there, and he's feeling some anxiety. I mean, it's a big decision to walk away from everything. It's and also, like, if we look at this Eight of Cups, this ladybug lady, right? She's walking, but she's walking alone, and there's a pair of swans, there's a pair of dragonflies, there's a pair of butterflies, there's a pair of birds. She's, you know, walking along that lonely little path, trying not to fall off, and she's seeing these all loved up birds, loved up swans, loved up dragonflies, loved up butterflies. They're all paired off. Where's her pair? Where's her ladybug man? You know, she's walking alone here, and she's got to gaze at all of the couples while she's doing it, and that's never fun. That's not fun energy to be in, and perhaps there's a lot of anxiety around, what if I give up everything here and walk along this path to try and walk myself backwards? And when I get to the other end, when I finally get here and I find my lady, and what if she doesn't want me? What if she tells me it took too long? What if she's met someone else? What if she's met someone who isn't a bird? What if she's met someone who's perfect for her and they don't need to work it out? It's, you know, it's just easy. Why is she going to choose me? Why? Choosing me is hard, you know? It shouldn't have to be this hard, is what I'm hearing for somebody. But you're my missing piece. Look. we're walking this path alone, right? And we have no idea what's at the end. We don't know if they're gonna still be here at the other end of it all. Of course, look, strength. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised to see strength come out there. This takes so much mental fortitude, so much strength of will, so much bravery. It'd be so easy to put this journey down and go, I've had enough. Look, Queen of Swords. Where is my truth? I'm hearing, where are you? Look, she's gazing out with a telescope, looking, going, where is it? Are the birds bringing her the truth on the wind? I'm hearing, like, where is it? Where is my truth? Where is it? I just want this truth. But it's also about releasing, with the Nine of Swords hiding under there, releasing and trying to ease into the knowledge that we may never get it. We may never get our answers and our truth. It just might never happen. We might not get it. And we can't be reliant on another person to complete us and make us whole. Nine of Pentacles. We make our own abundance. We make our own riches, our own best, living our best life, being our best selves. We fulfill this within ourselves. We don't need someone else to do that for us. But I feel like I keep coming back to this 8 here and looking at how narrow this is. This path is so narrow, and you veer too far off the edge one way, you're going to fall into the water. You veer off too close the other way, you're going to fall into the water. It's incredibly precarious. It takes a lot of energy and a lot of strength to walk it blindly, is what I'm hearing. Oh. Walking the path, the Fool. Card 0. The tarot is the story of the Fool's journey. Coming back to a decision point, I'm hearing. Point 0. Crossroads. But we have everything we need with the Magician. The Magician can create anything, do anything, manifest anything. The Magician has everything they need. They have earth, fire, water, air. I think which one had I missed? They've got all 4 elements. They're magical. They've got everything. But it's about finding that light within us. To be brave enough. Oh, excuse me, with the Strength card. Oh. Oh. Okay. 5 of Pentacles, again. We've had this twice now, again. Lack mentality, scarce mentality, fear. Being so burnt out, we just give up. We just curl up in the snow. Going, I can't keep going, I can't keep going, I can't keep going, it's too hard. But we can see, there's our Ace of Pentacles, there's our green light, there's our new beginning. We just have to reach out and take it. And the Sun is the biggest yes card in the tarot. It's awakening. It's a masculine awakening energy with the sun. Opposite of the moon. The moon was here, right? We've had all this subconscious fear, and now we've done our work, we've done our healing. We can use the energy of the sun to move forward. The magician is this alchemist, right? Taking the sun and using it to light the way, showing us the way forward. Intuition, guiding light. It's beautiful. I'm feeling called to check the sun in the book here. Happiness, warmth, radiance, insight, energy, generosity, and a breakthrough. Yes, masculine awakening, a breakthrough. The bird here is supposed to represent negative emotions or negativity or doubt. Even with all of the sunshine, a little bit of doubt is normal. But we can see through it, and the sun is still shining brightly behind us. This doubt, this will pass, you know? It will pass. And these fell out. Look, here we go again. Two of Pentacles, balancing precariously. Knight of Wands, fiery, passionate energy, wanting to rush forward. And there it is. What did I say? I knew it would come out. Ten of Cups. A bird may love a fish, Signore, but where will they live? We have a merman, that's a merman, and a octopus. And look, they're little fishies. They're little fishy babies. And the rainbow. Ten of Cups, of course, being, you know, the most abundant romantic energy. Love, happiness, a future, children, a home, love, divine love, being seen, being heard, finding your person. This feels like such a long road. But again, the time is now. The time is now. Now that we know what this is all about, I feel like we need to get some oracle messages from this masculine. This one. So I have the Hidden Truth Volume 1 and the Hidden Truth Volume 2, as well as Messages of Love. But I am feeling very much like it wants to be Volume 2 here tonight. So let's see what messages want to come through here. am not over you. There we go. I'm not financially stable. Makes sense with a lot of those early cards that came out. That lack mentality of not having enough. And with I am not over you, I feel like this obviously is someone from your past, and they had a choice to make about pursuing a future with you or pursuing this already established connection that was already built. Do I still have a chance? Only you can answer that. Keep those boundaries. Keep those boundaries up. But hey, if he wants to bring you truth and clarity, and if it's authentic, well, then you've got a choice to make. I can be myself with you. That's the Six of Cups energy, the authentic self. Often with counterpart connections, the resonance is so deep because you are the same and you feel safe to be yourself around this other person, because they're often one of the only people on the world and incarnated here at the same time as you that actually understands just how hard it is to be authentic. And you know that fear is usually melts away when you're around them, and you just kind of fold. You sort of just fall into this authentic version of yourself without even realizing you're doing it. It's very natural and very beautiful. Will you ever make things right? With judgment. Yeah, definitely. You'll know what that's about. They chose the wrong path. They chose the other connection. I still feel the pain. Oh. Yeah. I want to start over. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. The crossroads, right? I want to go back. I want to go back to the crossroads. I want to pick again. I want to pick the other path. I think what this masculine has discovered is that it's very, 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 very difficult to untie yourself when you've already gone down that other road, like, 1,000 miles down the other road. It's a long way to backtrack. Huge way to backtrack. I daydream about a life with you. I trusted you. I want to make amends. One more, please, Spirit. One more for this masculine. Oh, two. Two came out. I still have feelings for you. And, oh, I want you so badly. Okay, two more. Two more. This masculine could say anything. What do they want to say? I won't let you down. And there's one more. I know there is one more. Please. Spirit. Will you ever make this right? How long has it been? Years. Years for some of you. Years. Not months, not weeks. Years. Decades. I don't know what comes next. It's walking that unknown path. We're walking around in the dark, blindfolded. That 5 of Pentacles energy. It's so dark. It's cold in the snow. Feeling called to swap to the Hidden Truth Volume 1. So we'll get some of these as well. Please, Spirit. What else does this masculine want to talk about? Oh, it's upside down. Oh, so attracted to you. I left you before you could leave me. It's very common dynamic with counterpart connections, twin flame connections. It's that unhealed, wounded energy. The timing just wasn't right for us. Yeah, it fits. We need to let each other go. This is interesting. This came out sideways. Whenever I have cards pointing to the left, that tells me that that's very past-centered energy. So perhaps in the past, this masculine, I mean, maybe that's, you know, he chose this other pathway to be able to commit to that. He knew that you had to let each other go. You couldn't pursue this. That one wanted to come out. Just being near you is intoxicating. Yeah, you gotta let it go. Like, we can't do this. I'm committing to this whole other life. Family, children, partner, wife, husband. But eventually, you know, you put their blindfolders on, and once all the noise stops and it's quiet and all you've got is yourself, you've got to live with the consequences of the choices that you've made. And the connection is always there. And like I said earlier, we can't choose who we love. We will be together again. Exactly. What we can choose, though, we can't choose who we love, but I want you. I want you. We can't choose who we love, but we can choose what we are willing to fight for. We can choose. You speak to me through music. We can choose what we want to fight for. We can choose, you know, even if it's hard. I can't even imagine how hard this has been for this masculine to try to walk this decision backwards, you know. We can choose how we exit things. We can choose how we act with integrity going forward. Oh, what is this? I just had a whole bunch fly out. I just heard verbal diarrhea. Oh, Maybe he's very anxious to speak. And he's afraid he's gonna blurt everything out. Um, I'm being told to take all of these. Okay, all right. I love you. You were the best thing in my life. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. The good and the bad. All right. I love you. You were the best thing in my life. Um, I knew exactly what I was doing. It was my fault, but I blamed you. Well, look, that's some accountability right there. That's justice energy. Finally, I'm hearing finally some accountability. Finally. Um, I knew exactly what I was doing. I left you before you could leave me. I will wait for a sign from you. Well, what does that mean? I heard someone say. Whoa, what's that one? Look, I wish I could take back my words. So you'll know exactly what this is, what he's talking about here. It's a conversation has immediately sprung into your mind on this card. I wish I could take back my words. It was my fault, but I blamed you. I knew exactly what I was doing. I was pushing you away. I left you so that you couldn't leave me. It's wounded, distorted energy. I'm being told to swap again. All right, then let's go messages of love. What do we need to know about this connection, please, Spirit? Oh. Oh, whole lot. Okay, all right. Time apart. Some distance will help bring clarity, truth and clarity. Separation, right? Retreat, time alone or in nature will help you recharge. And this is very important. Self-care on this journey is so important. Especially as divine feminines, we go along this journey and we learn to tap into ourselves and our own intuition and follow our own compass, and that can be so exhausting mentally and physically. There's nothing wrong if your time and schedule allows it to take a nap during the middle of the day. Whenever you need it, take a nap. Like, do something nice for yourself. Have a bath. Read a book. Listen to music. Do something creative. Color. With nice felt pens or something. Like, just do something to fill up your own cup. It's understated, honestly. It's, yeah. Mastery. You've learned the spiritual lesson. Vulnerability. You can be completely open with this person. I'm hearing you're the only person I've ever been able to do that with. You be completely open. Longing. Someone is secretly yearning for you. Is it really that much of a secret, though? Is it? Is it, though? Finances. Financial challenges are affecting this connection. Obstacles. Unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement. So finance, obstacles, these go hand in hand. You know, finances if there's children involved, you know, young children, financial dependence, you know, there's a huge sense of obligation to provide. And strictly sexual, this connection is passionate but not enduring. I feel like that is talking about the third party karmic partner. And I mean, look, the karmic partner often gets a bad rap. They're in that connection for a reason, you know. There's lessons there they've got to learn. Past life love, of course. Your soul remembers this intense connection. A lot of people will never grasp the intensity, right? It's so intense. Again, self-care. Look, this is coming out again. Clear your energy field and focus on yourself before acting. On my journey, I was guided very, very, very early on when I came into my gifts to go down the rabbit hole, as it were, in terms of past life. And I learned regression, past life regression, and how to deeply meditate and channel some of the stories from our past lives together, so that I could sort of look at those and decipher how those lives have affected us in this one. How did we get to this point as souls? What lessons have we had to go through in previous lives, and how is that reflecting on the people we are in this life? It's fascinating, and I highly recommend it. It's been so helpful for me. But you have to be ready to delve into some of that. It's not for the faint of heart. Trust. It is safe to trust in this situation. And these ones also came out. Unplug. Working less will help strengthen your relationship. The masculine, of course, is a provider, career focused, providing for his children, his family, the people who need him. Working less. I'm not financial challenges. I'm not financially stable. There is something here around work and money and finances and needing to release some of that, definitely, for sure. Just a couple more, Spirit. There's a couple more in here. What else do we need to know? Stability. This relationship can stand the test of time. Intuition. You already know the answer you seek. It can be really easy to get turned around on the twin flame journey. The opinions of others. But we know. We are the only people that know deep down in the deepest part of ourselves, right? We can trust ourselves, and it's very easy to want validation and perfectly normal to want validation of what we're feeling is correct, you know, but ultimately we already have the answers. Patience. Everything will unfold in divine timing, of course. Of course. And hey, I'm the most impatient person in the whole world. Every time I see patience or divine timing, I roll my eyes and I want to yell at spirit and go, "Excuse me, I've been very patient." I am the epitome of patience. I've had to be incredibly patient on my own journey. So I understand. I understand when we hear that and we just want to yell. Ah, I can't make it up. There it is. Twin flame. This is a divine counterpart connection. Like we hadn't already worked that out, but thank you. Thank you for the confirmation, Spirit. Oh gosh, there we go. They're trying to run away on us. Oh, trying to make them look nice. Well, there it is. And just to finish off, I'm being called to the Oracle of Mystical Moments. So it's the same deck as this one here that we've been using, except it's Oracle, not Tarot. I just feel like there's something in here, maybe around intention. What's the intention for this connection for the future? Or even the present? What's the current energy like? Oh. Secrets. Oh, there's something else flipped over here. The perfect key. Number 29 and 43. Oh, and another one. Okay. Tiny Triumphs, number 21. Alright, so I'll just go to the book here. Secrets. Magic, mystery, hidden thoughts. A girl on a stool is tall enough to reach the moon. She holds a ring of keys in her hand. One of them will fit in the keyhole on the moon's surface. This card tells us about personal secrets, hidden thoughts, and ideas one keeps in the mind. Nobody is able to look inside your head unless you invite them to. You have the power to decide how much of your thoughts you want to share with others, and a little mystery helps keep the magic alive. And then the perfect key. It's a bit on theme here. Happiness, encouragement, unlock feelings. This card shows a woman holding a key in one hand and a cage with a heart in it in the other. There is a bird sitting on the woman's shoulder, encouraging her to try different keys with his mouth. Yet the woman has already found the perfect fitting key. She can open the cage and open her heart. Sometimes life is only a search for the right key. There are so many things that are hard for us to approach. We can have trouble accessing our own feelings. Thanks to friends and family, there are people who can help us find the lost keys to our personal happiness. And then tiny triumphs. Attitude, belief, power of perseverance. A big mouse dressed as a circus trainer is holding a small eagle. The situation is inverted. The predator is small and the prey is big. This card urges us to believe in ourselves. Don't ever think you're too small or too outmatched in a situation. Or not enough is what I'm hearing from Spirit. Don't ever think you're too small or too outmatched in a situation. Inner size is what matters. Think back to a time when you felt good about an achievement. Don't give up now. With patience and hard work, you will triumph in the end. Perspectives. Perseverance. Don't give up. And you will triumph. And, emotions. It's very easy to keep our heart locked up like this, but look, we've got the key. We can open the cage anytime we like. It's important to open up our hearts in these connections. I feel like this one, the secrets, again, is very reminiscent of other people's opinions and how they can influence us into feeling, or doubting ourselves, doubting our intuition, and judging. It's we get to choose how much we share. Yeah. Like, no one is going to judge us more than how we're already judging ourselves in this type of really difficult situation, you know? We didn't ask to be in this situation. We didn't choose our counterpart. We didn't choose our feelings. We don't choose this connection that we can't switch off from. It's yeah. We spend enough time judging ourselves, so we don't need other people piling on. Yeah. But again, little tiny triumphs. All about perspective, right? The mouse is big and the predator bird is little. It's all reversed. It's not as it appears. Taking it one little tiny step at a time. And that's all you can do. You can only take the step that's in front of you. Um, and then the next one will reveal itself. So just keep doing what you're doing. And you can have boundaries. Boundaries are fine. Boundaries are healthy. But when it's time, you unlock that cage and you're allowed to be vulnerable. It's safe to be vulnerable. It's safe to trust this. Yeah, that's what I'm getting for those. All right, I'm gonna leave that here, and I hope that was helpful, and I will speak soon. All right, bye.